And I think it's very important for everybody to be engaged because that everybody's on the same page.
It's about, who's willing to change gears at the right time.
Go out, go have fun, and just take it to them.
For Wheeling University Athletics, I'm Zach Ziegler. It's time for the first edition of the Alexis Kelly Show in 2026. Currently joined by Wheeling University head acrobatics and tumbling coach Alexis Kelly. And Alexis, year 1 to year 2, obviously you've had some growth on the roster. Talk about this offseason and kind of what it was like having that experience and getting ready to grow on it.
Being able to have our first year last year, already be able to have some success with that. We got 2 wins. We had an event that qualified for our conference tournament, so just being able to start that right off the rip was really an incredible experience for us. It definitely gave us a strong foundation to build off of. This year, we have a lot of new additions that are coming in. Our team's very young. Last year was kind of a little bit more challenging because we had a lot of dual sport athletes. This year, everybody's mainly just specifically acro, which makes it a lot easier for us to work around and work new skills. And we actually were able to create some new skills that'll be competed for the first time in the history of the sport. So we're really excited about that.
And talk about some of the lessons you learned from that inaugural season. As you said, you had an event go to the event finals. You got your first 2 wins. What were some lessons you guys learned?
We definitely learned that we just had to go with the flow. I mean, for a first-year team, we needed 15 people to be able to compete. We had barely enough people every single time, so that was definitely a challenge for us. I don't think we had a single team routine or meet that were exactly similar. There was always constantly changing, whether it was injuries, other schedule conflicts, things like that. So it just kind of always taught us to be prepared for whatever can come our way and just how we can do our thing and just crank it out and make it work for us.
And you mentioned you have a young team, but you definitely have some experience. Gianna Bjorn, Gabriella Jantz, both back this year. Talk about the leadership of those returners and kind of how they're welcoming in the new girls.
The leadership has been absolutely phenomenal. I tell people anytime they ask about our program, the biggest thing that I am proud of is definitely the team culture and the atmosphere that we have. Just being able to have the bond that they have both on the mat and off the mat is something that makes a huge difference, especially with our sport, with some of the intensity that the skills that we do. You got to be able to trust whoever you're working with. So I think our captains, our girls that are coming back, even if they're sophomores, juniors, seniors, whatever they are, they always take that role. They step up into it, and they're just able to make sure that everyone's involved and staying on track.
And obviously a lot of new girls coming in this year. Talk about some of those who have kind of stood out in the early season practices that we're going to be looking for on the mat.
I think one person to definitely be able to look out for is Lacey. She's one of our freshmen that coming in. She's definitely a utility player for us. She can mid, she can base, she tumbles, she just kind of does it all. And we just have a handful of other people too that are more specialty people this year. So they might not be in as many events, but what they're doing, they're solid at it.
Currently joined by Wheeling University head acrobatics and tumbling coach Alexis Kelly. And Alexis, get your season started here on Thursday at the Glenville State Dual Meet. Talk about what it's going to be like, first of all, just to get back out on the mat and competing again.
We're super excited for it. Honestly, our girls always feel a lot better having an away meet to start our season with. That way we can kind of work out all our kinks that way. But they're just really excited for it. Both teams that we're going against are phenomenal people to be able to compete with. The support that we have in our sport is amazing. So the 2 schools that we're going against both really know how to keep that atmosphere a positive environment for us. And I think that really makes all the difference for it.
And you're going to see 2 teams, as you mentioned, Glenville State, who qualified for the MEC championships last year as a team. Then you have Bluefield, which is one of the 2 teams you beat last year. Talk about those 2 teams and kind of the skill sets they're going to bring.
I think it's going to be really exciting. Glenville's actually ranked 12th in the nation for us, so that part's definitely going to be a little bit of a challenge for that, but we're excited that we get to compete with them. Bluefield is phenomenal as well, too. They're a younger program. They haven't been around as long as Glenville has, but they still got a couple years on us. Both teams are just incredible because with our sport, there's such a range and variety of skills that you can do. Each one kind of brings up something special for it, and you get to see just really how creative each team can be.
And finally, when fans see you guys on the floor for 2026, what changes could they see or what can they expect new from the 2026 squad?
One thing that they're going to see is a new pyramid that we've been working on. It'll be the first time that it's ever been competed in history, so that's going to be something that is really cool. And then I think just our acro event as well, too, the ways that we have been able to increase our start values for a lot of things. I think a lot of people are going to look at us and not recognize that we're the same team as last year.
Thanks, Alexis. Good luck this week. Can't wait to see you out there.
Thank you.
For Wheeling University Athletics, I'm Zach Ziegler.
And I think it's very important for everybody to be engaged because that everybody's on the same page.
It's about, who's willing to change gears at the right time.
Go out, go have fun, and just take it to them.